This is kind of a double review. This is a review of tonight's MNBRT radio program, which was actually a lot of fun. It was really great. Abe and Evie had some of the cast and crew of the upcoming release, The Bloody Rage of Bigfoot. And James Bach and a couple of the ladies who are in the movie. The lovely ladies, I've seen their photos. They are beautiful. But the show basically focused on the movie, The Bloody Rage of Bigfoot, and also kind of the influences that James Bach had as far as he credits The Legend of Boggy Creek, The Mysterious Monsters, Creature from Black Lake, all those great 70s Bigfoot movies, Bigfoot documentaries, things like that, as his inspiration for the movie that he's come out with. There were a couple of calls. There was Bill Green, who called in and just kind of, he and James Bach actually just kind of discussed about about some of the ways that Hollywood has portrayed the Sasquatch on film and things of that nature. And he also wanted to get ordering information for the DVD. Then I called in and I basically wanted the ordering information also for the DVD. And I also kind of just went over the great time I had with people like Abe and the folks, a lot of the folks that were in the chat room that attended the Ohio Bigfoot Conference last weekend. And it was a pretty great show. 5 stars as always, Abe. Next week, he's going to have cryptozoologist Ken Gerhard on. And I tell you, he's a great interview because I interviewed him myself a little over a year ago on HBM's Cryptid-Corner. And he's very knowledgeable. This guy, he's been all over. He's searched for cryptids such as the Thunderbirds, Mothman, Sasquatch, giant birds, things of that nature. He even wrote a book about giant birds. So, Abe and Evie, you're in for a treat. This guy is great. Ken Gerhard is a terrific guy, nice guy. I got to interview him, and you're in for a treat. That'll be next Friday night, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, www.blogtalkradio.com/MNBRT. Now, I said this was a double review. First of all, as always, we do encourage you to please tune in and support great research. Second of all, this is a review of a new CD that has just been published by Don Keating. Don Keating, from about 1992 to 2004, published a newsletter, Volume 1 of the Monthly Bigfoot Report. And he had 131 issues, plus 2 special issues. Well, now he has made available for purchase for anyone who wants it, this, the Monthly Bigfoot Report, issues 1 through 131, 2 special editions. This is the CD. He was offering these at the Ohio Bigfoot Conference last week, and this is great. It's great for historical reference. If you just want to go back and see what was happening in the world of Sasquatch between 1992 and 2004, this is a great, almost like stepping into a time machine, you might say. And you read through all the various newsletters and what was happening in those years, what was happening in Ohio, what was happening nationally. There were reviews of books, reviews of videos, of course VHS, then later on DVD. But let's see, I think this was probably, I don't remember how much I paid for this. May have been $10 to $15, which is a bargain, let me tell you, especially if you want a good perspective on what happened way back then, going back for a 12-year period in the history of Bigfoot. This is it right here. It's great stuff. A lot of color photographs. So a lot of color photographs. Those who subscribed to the newsletter from 92 to 04, they got the black and white photographs in the newsletter. This has some issues have full color photos in them. And there's photos of people who came to Ohio, famous Bigfooters, such as Scott Harriet, John Bender-Noggle, Larry Lund, Ray Crow. Trying to think who else came to Ohio at that time. John Kirk, Daniel Perez, people like that. They're all here, and I highly recommend getting this. I give this a 5 out of 5 stars, especially if you want a great perspective on the historical aspects of the Sasquatch field. And actually, this is not going to be a double review. This is going to be a triple review, because not only did I get this last week, I got, oh, that's not it. This, the Keystone Sasquatch Report. This was a newsletter that was put out by the Pennsylvania Bigfoot Society from about 1999 to 2005. And this gives you also great historical perspective. There's great articles in here written by members of the Pennsylvania Bigfoot Society. There's a lot of discussions about the conferences that they had. Also, there's conference discussions on the other CD, the Ohio, for the Ohio Bigfoot conferences. There's also some great photographs. No color photographs in this one, but I do recommend getting this one as well, for those who want the perspective on what's going on in the state of Pennsylvania, or what was going on between 1999 and 2005. It's really great. This is great stuff right here as well. The only thing that takes away from this is that the lack of color photos. I would give this about a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Other than that, there's some great information in this as well, just as there is in the Ohio Monthly Bigfoot Report newsletter. So I do recommend getting both of these. I think you might be able to get this through Eric Altman. You just email him at bigfootboy2000@yahoo.com, or you can contact him through www.pabigfootsociety.com. But this is great. This is good stuff right here too. I recommend both these CDs, by the way. I do recommend both of them highly.